All right, this is Note-Taking Guide 1.1 for Math for Life. So today we're going to talk about hourly pay and salary. All right, you guys, so here's our first example. Mark works as a customer service representative and is paid $9.10 per hour. He worked for 38 hours last week. Find his gross pay. Do you guys already know how to do that? Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, it's really just multiply. You're going to take that $9.10 and you're going to multiply it by 38 hours. That would give you his gross pay. Does anybody know what gross pay is? Gross pay is the total before taxes. So it's before they have any deductions taken out of it. So guys, punch that in the calculator for me and tell me what it's going to be.
345.
Am I supposed to give you something?
No, just got this. We're recording this, so. All right, say it louder so I can hear you. Good. So $345.80. Good. So you guys, today, like I said, this is supposed to be simple. It's really just figuring out hourly pay. If you've ever had a job before, you already know how to do that because we're really just taking the hourly pay times the number of hours. That will give us our gross pay. So here's our next example, example 2. Sharon is paid $7 an hour. Last week, Sharon worked 8 hours a day for 5 days. Find her gross pay for the last week. Well, 8 hours a day for 5 days is how many hours? 40. Yep. So we know she worked 40 hours because we can do 8 times 5. So $7 an hour for 40 hours means we're going to do $7 times 40 hours. And when we do that, say it again. Yep, 280. I don't know about you guys, but I want the other job that we just did in example 1, not this one, right? So example 2 is much lower because they made less per hour, even though they worked more hours. Okay, questions on how we did that? All right, next example, example 3. Albert is paid a salary of $465 a week. How much gross pay does Albert receive for 4 weeks of work? So what are we going to do there? Oh, because you already did. You did 4 times 465, and you got 1860. So $1,860 for 4 weeks worth of work. How much pay does Albert receive for the year? Does anybody know how many weeks there are in a year? 52. Good. So we're going to take his weekly pay and we're going to times it by 52. So his weekly pay was $465. We're going to times that by, oh, I forgot my 2, 52. And what did you say it was? 22,300 and I cannot hear you. No, it's not.
It's 24,180.
Oh, it is 24,000. All right, 24,180. Okay, because timesing by 52. Questions on how we got that? We're doing good still. Okay, next one. Kenny Walker works as a shopping mall security guard and is paid $7.50 an hour. I hope he at least gets to ride one of those fun Segways or something, right? Because for $7.50 an hour, I hope he doesn't have to walk around the whole time. All right, find his gross pay when he works 36.75 hours. So you're just doing 36.75 and you're timesing it by $7.50 an hour. Yeah, perfect. 275.60. If I round that, 63 cents, because it's 0.625. Questions on that one? What are you thinking so far? Easiest math you've ever had to do? Yeah, you're like, can we just do this all year long? Okay, a couple more examples. Here we go. Vincent worked the following schedule in 1 week. Monday, 8 hours. Tuesday, 6 hours. Wednesday, 7 hours. Thursday, 6 hours. Friday, 5 hours. He was paid $448 for the entire week. What was his hourly pay? So what do we got to figure out first? We got to figure out how many total hours, right? So can you guys add those up for me and tell me how many total hours he had? 32. So we had 32 total hours. So what are we going to do now that we know that? Divide. Take his weekly pay, the $448, and divide it by 32. It's how much? $14 even an hour. That's not too bad of a job, is it? $14 an hour. Okay, questions on how we did that? All right, one last example over here then, and it's just a chart that we're going to fill out. We have people's hourly pay. We have the number of hours they worked. We just have to figure out their gross pay. So this really just is hourly pay times hours across, right? So $14.50 times 40, 580, good. This is in dollars, so I'm going to put the 0.00. 965 times 36. Good. 22.5 times 38. Thank you. 855. $9 an hour times 16 hours. I got 144, is that what you said? 1680 times 28. And the last one, 30 times 1850.
Mrs. Clark showed this to Mr. Wilkes.
That's perfect, you guys. All right, that's today's note-taking guide, you guys. Thanks for
I'll call you back.
helping me with that.